Hi guys, this is Bill from Spencer1984.com and part 3 of building Moebius Model's Dark Knight Trilogy Batmobile. I need to start off with a correction I made since last time. The red boost button should have been on the top of the throttle lever instead of the side, so I repainted it. I also finished the front of the cockpit. The lights and cowl flaps were easy enough, but the struts were a little trickier. I didn't want to risk bending them, so I trimmed the rear tabs at an angle. That way I could seat the forward tabs and just snap the rears into place. They hold well enough like this so that I don't need to use glue on them. I then added the blast shields and vertical braces. The next step should have been adding the front suspension, but I need to pick up some paint for the struts, so I moved on to the rear assembly. I removed the plastic between the engine housing and the lower control arm, and filled the seams around the engine and exhaust. For the seam under the exhaust port, I cut a strip of aluminum from an old tea can and fit that into the groove. It made filling this area very easy. I did run into a couple of errors in the instructions. The first was at step 6C, where they tell you to install part 59 with a notch facing down. In step 6J, the assembly is shown with a notch on top. The way it's shown in 6J is correct. You can actually assemble the parts as shown in 6C, and it looks like they fit, but when you try to put the sub-assemblies together, you'll find that nothing else fits together correctly. That's because part 59 is notched to capture the ends of the base that holds the rearmost flaps. The other problem is in step 6F, which has parts 71 and 72 switched with each other. You can tell pretty easily which one is supposed to go on which side, because the top of the exhaust housing is notched so that they only fit together one way. You'll also have to give the rearward leg a twist so that it matches the curved brace over the exhaust nozzle. Even with these couple of problems, I'm still really enjoying the kit. The detail work is great, and it's a very fast build. My last video build, the Rebelle Camaro, took about 2 months to finish. I think this will be done in less than half that time. I really like the way the rear assembly looks. In addition to the stuff I've already mentioned, I drilled out the holes in the top brace and removed the shock absorber lines. I'll make new ones out of fishing lines so that they look like braided hose. The next steps will be the suspension and hull, so check back then. Thanks for watching!